Right, so we're in Hereford and this is season 4 of 5 O'Clock Apron podcast with good food. And we're here in Hereford to record with a cattle farmer who also grows vegetables and sunflowers. He's called Ben Andrews, and on this gloriously sunny day, I can't wait to get cooking with him. Apparently he's going to be cooking beef and kale, and I'm not quite sure what else. Right, I'm here at Ben's house and let's go and get cooking. Hello? Hi! Hi!
Hi!
Thanks so much for having me.
Lovely to meet you.
It's so beautiful here.
It's not a bad little.
Put you some olive oil.
Is it? Ooh, lovely.
I think I've just failed at the first point of farming because I thought your sheep were cows. Your sheep were cows. Oh, it's such a nice house. Gosh, wow.
It's the smallest workspace.
That's not too small.
It's
the smallest Argo I've ever seen.
It's teeny tiny. It's just a long electric oven that's just put in a posh frock. Yeah.
Right, got it.
Yeah,
How long have you lived here for?
On and off for 16 years.
Oh wow!
Probably, yeah. So this is where my mum grew up. So she grew up in the farm next door, and this was just like a cottage on the farm.
Next door.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So my uncle still farms there. We farm over that way, which is where my dad grew up. So we haven't moved.
So we're in
we don't move far.
heart of Herefordshire, aren't we? Sort of, really.
It's a tiny little village called Irvington, and it's Monty Don actually lives about one field over there.
Casual name drop there. But he's got a nice garden.
Yeah, he's a lovely garden. I hope he doesn't come and look at mine. It's yeah.
But you're a farmer, aren't you, by trade?
Yeah,
so.
yeah, farmer. I'm an organic farmer. We've been organic for just over 20 years now.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so probably actually, 24 years actually now. And
with your dad together, yes.
Yeah. So Dad and I he's said he's going to turn 70 next year, and he said he doesn't want to be making any decisions then. So I'll have, yeah.
Do you think he'll do that though, really?
I think he's quite keen to.
Okay.
Yeah. But and I'm keen for the challenge. You know, you want to own it. Be able to. Yeah. I mean, we work well together.
How big is it?
Our farm's 600 acres.
Is that in farm speak? Is that a big farm or a little farm?
It varies depending on what you're growing, what quality of land is. So you'll have some people who've got, say, 20,000 acres in Scotland, where it's like grouse moor or something, and you can't really grow a lot on it. Whereas, like here, we've got really good ground, and it's so but we are. I mean, I guess we're probably average.
Okay.
Probably about average, yeah.
And the sheep that aren't actually cows in your field.
Yeah, those are
massive sheep.
They are. They're actually my uncle's sheep.
Okay.
But they're nice to look at. Okay. That's about as close I want to get to sheep.
You don't like sheep?
Oh, they're just constantly needing attention.
But cows not.
We've got cattle. The cattle are fabulous. They go out in the field and they just pootle around. Just eat some grass, just like browse off the trees a bit, have a bit of a scratch on something, and just...
So for cattle's for meat to eat?
Yeah.
And vegetables?
Vegetables, yeah. We grow about 100 acres of vegetables.
Wow.
So got some kale. That's the last of the kale.
Lovely.
That's it's just started. It had just started to flower.
Yes.
So we go. We plant the kale in May, and then we'll start picking it in July, and we'll be picking it right the way through until the following March, and then sort of like go again.
What else do you grow other than kale?
Tender stem broccoli.
Okay.
Cavolo Nero, as well as the green kale. Lettuce. A lot of lettuce, and then I've got a polytunnel which I do some random bits in. So I've got some chilies that I grew last year. Yeah, grew those last year, which were they were fantastic, and made like thinking, with making jam, you think oh wow, I've grown so much stuff. I'm going to make loads of jam, and it'll be a great way to use it up. But you end up using it's like 150 grams of chilies to a kilo of sugar.
Yes. Are these pretty pokey as well?
They're not too bad actually. They're not too bad. They're fairly sweet. As well when they were fresh, but they're not they weren't a knock your head off sort of thing. So.
And where can people buy your vegetables?
Big chunk of it goes to Abel and Cole.
Oh, nice.
That's
nice.
Yeah. So I practice what I preach. I got my I get my Abel and Cole deliveries as well. And they are fantastic to work with.
Okay, that's
it's just really nice to have people who you sit down and have a conversation with and say about where prices are going to have to increase. They understand that, and they're willing to work with small producers like us, and pay a fair price, which is great.
I think, that's the way we should be eating and consuming food, isn't it? Smaller, local, know the growers, know the way it gets into the shops, know that sort of format, that circle.
Yeah.
As someone who cooks, I think that's really important.
And I'm under no illusion that supermarkets aren't going anywhere. I mean, I think it's over 90% of food that we buy from supermarkets.
Really?
So it's more about getting sort of fairness through the supply chains. I do some stuff on social media as well and try to talk about, but just trying to show people where food comes from and how it's produced and talk a bit about those boring supply chain things and farm policy and get a little bit serious sometimes, but I quite enjoy it.
Love that. So what are we going to cook today and why?
Well, I don't really have a sort of go-to recipe.
I love this,
because I'm very much I've just got home from work. What have I got in the fridge? Let's throw something together.
This is very good. This is a good start. This is how I cook.
It's some of the things I've pretty much always got are beef. So we've got some of our own beef. I've always got a bottle of soy sauce and kale. So I was going to do a sort of a variety, without trying to really offend Koreans, a form of Bulgogi beef.
Hereford to take on Bulgogi beef.
Yeah.
I've never had that, so I'm looking forward to it. What is this as well?
That is for getting the skins off garlic.
Right, it's like a little rubbery...
It's fantastic. Honestly, I
want one.
My mum bought it for Christmas. You just put the garlic in and give it a roll.
I love that.
And it just falls off. And then that is for grating garlic and stuff.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, okay, you've got all your kit out.
I know, and it's honestly, it's going to be absolute chaos.
No, it's not. The premise is for you to teach me. You're a farmer. It's your beef. You're going to teach me how you like to cook, because I can cook anything, to be honest.
Okay.
I love learning from other people.
Brilliant.
That's the point of food, isn't it?
Great stuff.
So I could jump on the kale?
Yeah, wonderful. I'll get the beef out of the fridge.
What beef? What cut is it?
We have got rump steak.
Oh my goodness. What a treat.
Yeah.
So I don't eat a lot of meat, but I do eat meat. So when I do eat meat, it's really perfect to cook with someone like you, because it just makes sense, And
it's I know where it's come from. We grow all our own feed for the livestock as well, so there's no soy's gone into it. Nothing they're organic. They've pretty much they spend all the spring and summer and autumn just out grazing.
Being happy cows.
And we manage some of our grasslands as sort of species rich, wildflower meadows.
Yes.
And it's just it's fantastic to see that. They look beautiful. You just have all these
lovely cows.
The cows are happy, and you've got great grass to graze on. And
it feels very plentiful around here. I grew up for a bit in Shropshire, so not far away.
Okay.
So I know the area, but Shropshire feels a bit more sort of scruffy and rugged than Hereford. Hereford feels very plentiful. Just driving through the hills now, it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, I know. Shropshire's. I've got quite a few of my friends live in Shropshire. And I love it. It's because it feels like when you go up there, it does feel a lot more quite remote. Like you can disappear a lot easier in Shropshire.
I was a teenager in Shropshire.
So
I'm just going to leave
you
it
probably
there.
didn't. That's probably the last thing you wanted then, wasn't it?
I didn't want to disappear in Shropshire.
Yeah.
I wanted a life in Shrosbury. Shrosbury was like the epicentre of everything.
Yeah.
Countryside living, but you love it. I've tried it. I've tried living in countryside, and I feel like I definitely live in a city for a reason.
So are you in Bristol itself?
Bristol. But I love visiting Shropshire. And it is really beautiful.
Have you still got family there?
Yeah, and my mum buys her pork a mile up the road, and her lambs come once a year from her neighbour. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And is that like in Shrosbury or?
No, it's in the absolute middle of nowhere, near Clun.
Oh, okay. Oh, lovely.
Like the boonies, do you know what I mean? As a teenager, that was quite difficult.
Yeah.
I think I must have been the fastest person to get my driving licence in the UK as I turned 17.
I definitely remember that. I like that. I mean, I've got friends who live up in like Corvedale.
Have you lived in a city before?
I lived in. I went to uni in Edinburgh.
Okay.
Which, if I'm honest, is about as much city as I'd like to do.
Right.
But then I also lived in London for 18 months because I felt like I had to try, at least, living in London because everyone was going on about how wonderful London is. And I do love London, but I could never live there again.
So did you have like farmer vibes in London still? Or what were you doing in London?
I was actually doing food and drink marketing and PR.
Okay.
Which was quite handy because I knew about
the links.
Yeah, about where food came from, which a lot of people didn't.
Yes.
And so you'd be speaking to a lot of even food journalists, and they'd have very little idea.
I'm just doing all this kale, yeah?
Yeah. Honestly, it cooks down to very little.
Yeah, and I've got to ask, because I read it on social media, that must mean it's true, that you are the third fittest farmer in the UK. I read that and I was like, how is that judged and how do you get to be, like, what do you have to put yourself up or just have a nominate?
2021. So it's actually a really good competition that's run by sort of joint between sort of Farmers Weekly and the Farm Community Network.
Yeah.
And it seeks to try and just highlight the importance of physical and mental health in agriculture, which is a really big issue in farming. So it's...
Why do you think it's such a big issue in farming?
So many reasons. So you've got isolation, you've got the fact that, people just don't feel like they, trying to be tough, guys, like, that sort of like sort of toxic masculinity of like not being able to be honest and open.
Especially prevalent in farming, I imagine.
Yeah, very much so. And
the beef's going in the pan?
I'm just going to put that in the pan. I'm using that because I don't have a big mixing bowl. I'm going to put that in there.
Okay, just to mix.
I'm going to put that in with some soy sauce and some sugar.
Yes, toxic masculinity in farming, having grown up a bit in Shropshire, it felt like a very blokey... Everyone, is strong and masculine. Yeah,
exactly.
And I went to a few young farmers' dances when I was a teenager.
Oh, right.
A few and then never really again. But maybe they've changed now.
Yeah. I think some of them have changed, but I think there are still some issues that need to be that could really do with being addressed. Oh yeah, you can do it on
this or on a board.
I've got you can do like, oh god, I feel like just trying to tell someone who's like does this for a living what to do.
Don't keep telling me what to do. It's fine. Everyone does things differently. I don't have a garlic presser, but my mum does. Do you want this in there?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, chuck it in.
It's hard to not start I'm not going to take over you, see.
Yeah.
Right, let me get that in. 3 of those grated raw garlic in there.
Yeah. I'm going to chuck in
Oh, no, I've just broken your garlic.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's what happens when you buy a cheap garlic press. Right, we'll go back to plan B.
I'm going to just chop on a board.
Yeah.
This is my happy place. I can't believe I've just broken your garlic press, sorry. It's a bit embarrassing.
That's all right.
So you are the third fittest farmer and you won it because you are. And that's how...
I think it was because at the time I was probably one of the voices talking most about mental health in agriculture. So,
have you experienced that, mental health with anyone in your family, or?
Crikey, I still have my little counselling sesh every Thursday night, and it's great.
I think it's great.
Some things do get a bit much, and sometimes when you've got there's not necessarily a natural career progression with farming. You don't get promoted. You don't really have a number of people I've spoken to who've got like a 5-year plan or whatever.
Really?
For their careers.
Okay.
and I'm just like, God, a lot of the time it's just like trying to get through from one year to the next.
And I suppose farming, you've just got that. It's a lifestyle as well as a job, isn't it? And you're here in this lovely little tiny farmhouse, but you're surrounded by your work. There's no escape. Right?
And it is quite hard sometimes to.
Is this garlic going in the beef?
Yeah.
Is that finely chopped enough, Chef?
Oh, beautiful.
So I've never had bulgogi beef. How do you know about this dish?
It literally just started from being at home and having a load of ingredients and just Googling what can I make with these ingredients. And and that was one of the things that popped up. So
my understanding is it's a kind of beef stir fry with greens.
Yeah. So it's like sort of Korean.
So it's got what, 2 tablespoons of sugar in there?
It says quarter of a cup.
Right.
It's obviously an American
Free
recipe. Load of soy sauce. Do you want to peel a bit of that, and we need a tablespoon of garlic, of ginger.
And I get to use. I won't break the next thing, I promise. I think because chefs cook a bit fast, quick. Everything's got to go brutal. I've just broken your garlic press. Do you know what I mean? I won't do it with the ginger thing. I promise. Yeah, so that going back to our sort of chat about farming and that kind of it's just surrounding. What do you do to get away from it then? Because do you have someone to look after your farm if you want a holiday?
Yeah, so dad's he'll be around for another, like you said, for another year.
Hopefully longer.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll be able to.
Ginger in there?
Yeah.
I can't help tidying up, okay?
Oh, so much better than me.
Are you a messy cook?
So messy. I'm very much just get absolutely everything out of the cupboard and just use it all. Quite a messy chef.
It's not a messy house. I'm gonna say, it doesn't look at all.
Don't open any cupboards. Everything's precariously balanced inside a cupboard.
That's my philosophy on tidying the house as well. As long as it's all behind a door.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a minimalist, except behind the doors. Yeah.
For a bit.
Do you want the kale washed? We're not going to worry because it's organic.
It's organic.
There's no worry.
It's fine.
Love that.
It's fine.
I think we wash things too much.
Yeah, I'll eat it fresh out of the field. When we're out picking.
Watch out for any
You
sort
might
of
have
bugs.
little bugs in there or something.
But with a little root or three.
I think it's fairly good, fairly clear.
Wine going in. This looks delicious. It smells delicious already.
I suppose, put just a tablespoon. That's about right. So what I thought we'd do is do this on the barbecue.
Lovely.
So I can go and turn that on, get that heated up, and then I think maybe we'll get some rice on.
Do you want me to cook the rice?
Yeah, that'd be great. Cheers.
And you've got a kettle here. This looks delicious.
It smells pretty good as well, doesn't it? But,
yeah, it really does.
And I love like pretty much all Asian food as well.
Have you been there?
It's like I've been to Sri Lanka. I've been to just like passed through Hong Kong. Been to Maldives. So all of that sort of anything from like South Asia to Southeast Asia, just like is all. Yeah, I think it's just like the flavours, just like such complex flavours. And I love like a lot of British food. It's like beef and vegetables or something. But like when you have something that just like is so fragrant and the use of like I love coconut as well.
Yes.
So anything with coconut in, and like Thai food. I mean they use so much, and like this has got sugar in. I've got such a sweet tooth as well. So yeah. So anything like.
So what's like top 3 dishes using your beef? What are they? Number 1, 2, 3.
Oh well, I'm gonna have to say that, aren't I?
Yeah.
But like a Penang curry, something. But then also like not an Asian food, but like just like a spag bowl with the mince.
I just sort of, because you're a farmer, I sort of think you're going to say Sunday roast.
Yeah.
But not.
I'm so chaotic. It requires so many pots and pans, and I'm just like, and the timings.
You don't seem chaotic at all.
Yeah, you should see me trying to bake a cake.
Okay, I hate baking. That's my guilty secret.
It's such an art, isn't it?
Well, the way we cook is like chuck it in, bit of more of this, that ginger all went in, whereas baking's like this. It
has to be so precise, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not my skill set. Well, how are we going to cook the kale?
I was going to put that in. Could probably go in the big copper one.
All right.
And
on the back, or
yeah, put them on the back one. I'm not very good at multitasking, so.
No, we're going to go out to the. Do you want me to just boil this?
Well, I was just gonna. Wilt it in the. Just put it in there. Put a glug of oil in it. Bit of salt. Maybe some pepper, and then just heat it till it.
Kitchen, cooking, chatting, it is all multitasking. We're all really good at multitasking. So when your dad sort of makes sure the farm is all your responsibility, will your job change?
There's lots to go on with the farm. Just with how everything. Again, just like how the farm's structured and it's just like because I've not got any kids, and so like the whole thing about farms is like you do it for the next generation, and like our farm where we are, we don't actually own 3/4 of it. It's owned by Oxford University, one of the colleges from Oxford University.
No way, why is that?
Yeah. Some rich person gave it to them in their will or something about 300 years ago.
Oh my God, that's really crazy.
Yeah, I know.
And did they ever come and visit from Oxford?
Yeah, occasionally. But it's like at the moment, because we're right on the edge of a town, sort of like they're looking to go for development, which totally understand, and it's not be a shame, but we'd sort of like then obviously won't be able to farm it anymore. You've got to do what's right. You can't go. If you are, it's really interesting actually, because like having just been in New Zealand for a month.
Where were you in New Zealand?
So I'm doing this thing called a Nuffield Scholarship, which is like a farming. You propose a topic to research, And if selected, then you get a travel bursary to go around the world studying your topic.
So what's your topic that you want to research?
I'm doing so flooding and pollution. So how agricultural practices can have caused pollution through nutrient runoff or soil erosion, and also how agriculture has worsened flooding in catchments, but then also how we can work to improve water health. And
that's such a topic at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like our farm, we flood so badly, and we're in we've gone from just having like a little flood every year to sometimes fields being underwater for 6 months of the year.
Wow.
Which just means we can't then do anything with it.
And that's just from poor management of the land.
There's loads of topics. I mean, there are things you can do on land to slow the flow of water further upstream, so the water takes longer to get to the rivers, so it has time to flow away. But it's not a silver bullet. There's no like one thing that we can do that fixes everything. It's just
when we drive from Bristol to Shropshire and we go through Gloucestershire, there's that bit that's just always underwater in the winter.
Yeah.
And that feels really kind of sort of apocalyptic, because the road is just above and then surrounded by water.
And we've been able to get away with it for years. Oh, should we better get back? I'm not very good at multitasking, so.
But that sounds fascinating. So why did you choose New Zealand?
So every year they have a thing called a Contemporary Scholars Conference where all the scholars for that year, about 90 of us from all over the world, all met in New Zealand. We had like a 10-day conference just like learning about New Zealand's agriculture system, which is incredible. Yeah.
New Zealand's beautiful.
Oh, it's stunning.
Can you do like a sort of a school swap? Can you do like a farmer swap? Does that happen in farming?
Well, actually, I went and stayed with a farmer for 4 days when I was there, and then because he was one of the Kiwis doing the scholarship, and then he came over last week and came and stayed here, showed him around our farm, and then sort of introduced him to another couple of farmers.
Took him out on the Raz, I hope.
I know, it's middle of the week, Claire.
He's just very sensible. Had some supper.
Well, yeah, I was very sensible for like during the week, and then last Saturday night I went out with some friends because there's a DJ playing at this little place called Clyro Court, which is near Hale. You know Clyro Court? Yeah. So DJ Judge Jules, who's like really big back in the 90s.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And so went there.
Judge Jules was in Clyro Court.
Yeah, I know. So well, because he used to DJ. My best mate, when we were at school, my best mate's dad used to own the nightclub in Hereford.
Right, I used to go there. Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, like the Crystal Rooms, it was called. Yeah. So Judge Jules used to play there. So we went on Saturday night, and it was just like being 18 again, and everyone in there was sort of between 40 and 50, so we didn't feel out of place, and just like dance like it was 1999 again.
That's quite fun.
Oh, great! It was great, and just to have that as well, like not have to, you know what you're saying about sort of like growing up and feeling like you need to get to a big city. The fact that was happening in some sleepy little market town on the Welsh border.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
I feel like Judge Jules wasn't playing in Shropshire in the 90s for me.
Yeah. Oh, those are the days, eh?
These are the days.
Yeah. No, and it's like, everyone it's like, oh God, 40 and everything, but like, actually, like, I think so. Like, so far, it's like it's been pretty good so far.
How old are you?
43.
45. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. You don't have that kind of You feel quite settled.
Yeah,
You've still got a long time ahead of you.
Kind of like doing your own thing, and just like everyone else is like, you know.
Yeah, and you love your job.
Oh, should we get? I'll just turn that barbecue back on.
Right, we're going outside. Oh, it literally feels like we're somewhere else. Doesn't feel like Hereford. Right, barbecue's on.
Barbecue's on. Yeah. I just had him on low, but we're heating up. I'll just chuck him on that bit, nice and.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's so warm today, isn't it?
It's going to get really warm tomorrow too, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. Do you just live outside in the summer like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
cool.
like open all the doors and windows,
Yeah.
and just the like this bit of the lawn I don't cut, and it's got all like the primroses that come up through, and put some wildflower seeds under the trees.
Apple trees, right?
I've got an apple, a pear, a crab apple at the back there. I think that was supposed to be a plum, but never really does anything. And that's the neighbour's cherry tree, but the birds usually have everything off there before I get a chance to have anything.
Wow, that's beautiful blossom, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does feel really warm. Does that worry you, the warmth now in April? I've got kids, so they kind of worry about this. But then I go, oh, it's fine. We've had this before.
We did in like COVID was quite a hot one, wasn't it?
Yes.
That first lockdown. But it's.
But climate change in general.
It is, and it's like these swings from we've gone from having like some of the wettest winters ever, the wettest, coldest, wettest springs, and now suddenly we've just had the driest March for 60 years.
Yeah, I read that.
So it's just like it's this wild.
And it looks really dusty and arid outside. It doesn't look like spring in Herefordshire.
I mean, we haven't had rain for proper rain for probably 6 weeks. I think there was a couple of little storms while I was away in New Zealand.
Wow.
But yeah.
So so the impact of like the warmer, drier, wetter, colder, is that hard? Like you're someone like your dad who's been farming all his life. What does he see the future of farming as with regards to the climate change? Does he think it's manageable? Is there hope?
I think like we just have to be. There's mitigation and adaptation, so we can do things to try to like limit the effects of climate change, but then we also need to accept that if it is going to change, we need to do things differently.
Yes.
And we need to be conserving water, and we need to be thinking about what we grow, when we grow it, how we grow it. We need to understand that we're going to have like pests and diseases that we probably aren't used to in the UK coming over in here.
Going to leave this on, come out to the barbecue.
I reckon that's right.
It's quite a fancy copper pan.
Mum bought it. I don't know where she got it from.
I love the sound of your mum with her
Probably
kitchen.
TK Maxx. She's an absolute demon for TK Maxx. She loves a bargain.
Don't we all though?
Yeah. But it's just like she keeps buying stuff, and then I'm like, I haven't got anywhere to put it. My cupboards are full.
Is she a good cook, your mum?
Oh, she's great.
Is she?
She doesn't really enjoy it that much, and especially not now. But when we were growing up, as I think most kids growing up in the 80s and 90s, like our lives were pretty much dominated by Delia Smith's, the standard
The complete
cookbook.
cookery course.
Yeah, and the Christmas one.
Yeah.
Like our Christmases are, there's the
Yes.
What else does she do? She does the.
She did the complete cookery course because I know that I Tipp-Ex'd a moustache on her face, and my mum was really angry with
Brilliant.
me. I defaced Delia.
Poor
But I
Delia.
would never do that now, of course.
No, good no.
Right, but beef's going on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even say beef, rump steak is going on. What a treat. So did you have siblings?
Got a little brother, yeah.
And has he followed in farming?
No, he's a teacher in London.
Okay.
And he's actually up at the moment. just for a few days before Easter. But yeah, he never had any intention of.
Did you feel like you had to do it then, or did you want to do it?
No, I don't know. I wanted to do it because it was like.
It smells so good.
It smells great, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is what happens when you actually follow a recipe.
So would your mum ever cook this, for example? You said she's a great cook, but would she ever cook?
No.
No. So quite traditional cookery?
Yeah. So it's my grandmother who was really the. We'll save that. I'll cook that up back in the kitchen. But it's my grandmother who. So my grandmother lived literally just up there. So when we were doing this,
she's surrounded by your family.
Yeah. So when we were doing this, when I was doing this cottage, she would cook every day for me.
Wow.
And she was very much the sort of was like always a proper meal for lunch. So it would have like shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
She'd like cook shepherd's pie or like
proper farmer.
Gammon with parsley sauce.
I feel like we need some tongs.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've got tongs, but they're rubbish. They just
I lost my tongs behind the back of my oven, so I'm used to doing my fingers.
No.
That smells so good.
It's all right, isn't it? It's all right.
It's better than all right.
Yeah, I reckon that probably isn't going to be far off.
Cook it a little bit pink, yeah?
Yeah.
Bare-handed. Who needs tongs when you've got fingers?
Yeah, right. I bet yours must. Have you got like Teflon hands that are just like?
Sort of. I've got a few burns over the years. But yeah, I think chefs are used to having Teflon hands, aren't they? What's the sort of like industry health hazard from farming apart from mental health?
Do you want a list? Honestly, we've got one of the highest. There's one of the highest mortality rates out of any industry, just because we're constantly working, usually alone, with heavy machinery, working at height. You've got things like organic dusts from like grain and stuff like that. If you're working in grain stores, you go in without a respirator on. Machinery, livestock. It's just like endless lists of things that can kill you. It's because we quite often take shortcuts as well.
Because you're busy.
And there's not the, in most similar sized businesses, you'd have, you'd be able to afford to have someone who just does health and safety. You'd have someone in charge of health and safety, and they'd like do a health and safety policy. But it's like, if it's just like, you and your dad or something, you're not as likely to.
Yeah, I get that. But you try to get the job done, don't you?
Yeah, and you do. All those. There's so many times when you're just like, oh God, I need to do that, but I've got to do this, and I'm like, oh, I know I'm supposed to do it this way, but it'd be a lot easier if I could just like get on and just like, it'll be fine this time.
And maybe feeds back into the sort of machismo that you mentioned earlier, that you don't want to be one of those people that use the health and safety, you just want to crack on.
Oh, well, for like dust masks and stuff.
Yes. You're all in one piece, aren't you?
Yeah. So at the moment.
And your dad's all in one piece.
Yeah.
So.
Like I remember, like when I was 16, I had a really bad throat infection that put me in hospital for a few days, and in the bed opposite me was that's probably done, isn't it? It's a bit crispy, it'll be fine.
Crispy's good.
Yeah. This guy was opposite me who was one of my grandfather's friends, and he had farmer's lung, which is. You get that from, again, exposure to dust and stuff, and like mould spores and stuff, and then it just becomes a chronic, like, respiratory issue. People just like, and he died in there that evening.
Next to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
and it was like, And I think it was after that I was
That's quite
like...
a big thing for a 16-year-old to witness.
And it was after that I was just like I'd always been a bit blasé about it until that point. And I was like, right, yeah, I need to start thinking about that, because you think you're invincible. When you're a kid, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna live forever. And it was like really up until like, you know, up until about 40, when like normally you like hurt yourself, like I'd like, you know, pull something or like, you know, sprain an ankle or something like that, jumping off a tractor. And then but then you're like, oh, it's normally it's better by the time I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And you like, or you hurt your back, and then it's like, oh, this isn't getting better overnight. Maybe I actually do need to do some stretching or some like physio to help improve it. And then you just like, when you realise that like your asset is your body when you're working, when you're doing such a physical job, like the risk of losing that is like, it's quite a stark wake-up call, and you're just like, oh god, yeah.
Gosh, yeah, like I tried to contact you yesterday and you're like, I haven't been able to be contacted because I've been with a chainsaw all day. Which you don't hear that often. But like, yeah, it is a really physical job, and your body is the tool that you need to do your job.
Yeah, no, I'd been up at the other farm. We've got a bit of there's a really lovely bit of ancient woodland, and I cleared some of the wood. I was up there with a mate of mine, because you're not supposed to chainsaw on your own. But it very much is that sort of thing that, like, if you're somewhere without any mobile phone reception and you're like working on your own, it's pretty.
We can't all be Instagramming left, right, and centre. Can we?
Yeah. And that's the problem. You see, like some like kids, like I say kids, you know, they're probably in their 20s or whatever. Yeah, they're Instagramming and they're like, you know, recording stories whilst they're driving a tractor on the road, and it's like I mean, maybe that would have been fine when there were like these little old tractors in the 70s.
Yeah.
But now they're like these like massive like 250 horsepower plus tractors, and they're towing like 30 tons of potatoes behind them or whatever. You know, you really need to be like watching where you're going, because they go fast. And if there's someone like, you know, going around a bend and there's a car coming the other direction, and
you're going to smash them.
Yeah.
So you're reducing the sauce, the marinade, really, and that's getting all sticky and bubbly.
Yeah,
You've got the kale, which has all been...
Kale, it's quite crispy, isn't it? That's quite, I love crispy kale.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly seasoned. The rice, I cook it till it's the pockets have appeared in the top.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
That's a good...
Should we try it? 5 minutes away.
Okay, cool, brilliant. That should tie in perfectly. Oh, I was going to do a fried egg to go on top. Oh, quick question: how do you toast sesame seeds?
I would do it in a dry pan.
Dry pan.
But are you going to cook? You're going to toast them, put them over the egg.
I was going to toast them first, then chuck them out, and then cook the egg in there.
Yeah, put them in a dry pan.
Yeah.
Just until they sort of pop and snap and crackle. You've got black and white sesame seeds.
Well, I don't know. There's something else in there which I don't know. It's a friend of mine gave it to me.
I think it's got oregano and a bit of sumac and 2 sesame seeds. That's a sort of za'atar mix.
Oh, okay.
But it'll be delicious.
Yeah.
And, you know, za'atar is from a different part of the world.
Yeah.
Bulgogi beef, but we're in Hereford anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're
going to fry an egg.
Gonna fry an egg.
Lovely.
Just yeah.
There's so many different components to this meal.
I know. It's probably a bit much, but normally, like, I think one of the things would be
check the rice.
A tea-stained egg. You know, that's what they normally have, isn't it? But
rice is ready.
Brilliant. Have we got that off? Turn that off.
There's a saying in food that, you know, an egg on everything makes everything better anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Right. It's going to be a bit spitty.
Great. So how we're going to create this up and then...
Create this, yeah. We'll put maybe, rice, kale.
Can I taste a bit of beef?
Yeah, go for it.
This looks so good.
Oh, right, here we go as well.
The ginger. And the sweetness from the pear and the sugar. Perfectly cooked. Bit pink still. What a treat to eat rump steak.
Although Dad did actually say to me, he saw me sneaking off with that out of the freezer last night, and he's like, "You're not having any more of that steak. I'm not having any of that steak yet. You had too much of it." So, because we've got like a freezer just full of all the different cuts.
But I guess you also definitely know about whole animal carcass.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
That, so that's really important in food and cookery, isn't it? Like, what are the cheaper, more thrifty cuts of meat that you cook? Beef, like.
I think it's stuff like. The thing is, like when we had it done, like so much of it just minced, and like you can mince pretty much anything, and mince is like for someone who doesn't plan ahead. Mint is like one of the easiest things to cook with, but like I love things like a skirt steak or something that's just like yeah. I quite like it when you cook it like whole, and then slice it as a sort of sharing thing. Cook it like that. Yeah. So do you cook from scratch every day for yourself? Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes, I haven't even got a freezer, so like I can't even have like a stash of ready meals ready to go. Right, kale going on. Do you feel the pressure of presenting it? Yeah. Yes. 100%. No, it looks so good. Honestly, it's delicious. And your eggs? Do you want me to? Yeah. How do you like those? I think, I mean that looks good to me. I don't know if that's okay for you. Looks good to me. The white set, the yellow running. Yeah. Where are you putting your egg? I was going to put it on top of the kale. Lovely. Are the eggs local? Those were actually in my box from Abel & Cole. So not like massively local, but organic. This looks really delicious. So, when you were growing up, you said your granny would cook a proper lunch and stuff. You don't eat like that now, do you? Like, sort of big. Do you still have a big lunch? I tell you what I do sometimes do. And I guess it sort of like this sort of ties back in with some of the discussion around so like the mental health side of things. I've got a friend of mine I go to the gym with, and he sells like livestock feed for a living, and will quite often he'll be driving past the farm, and there's an amazing that looks delicious. That looks all sticky and rich. Yum. So he drives past the farm, and just next door to us there's this amazing there's another farm, and they've created an amazing like restaurant and cafe, and he's like, "Do you fancy a coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, I'll see you up there." So I go up there, and then mean to just have a coffee, but then quite often turns into a bacon roll with a fried egg and maybe a hash brown. Wow. And it's great, yeah, absolutely. Not as a daily thing, surely. No, not as a daily thing, but like maybe like you're not obese. maybe like once this looks once amazing. A week or something. Right. There we go. So this is your dish. This is Herefordshire Bulgogi beef. Yeah. Crispy kale and brown basmati rice and a fried egg with sesame seeds. Yeah. Delicious. Should we try it? Let's give it a go. I'm going in the runny egg, the sesame seed. Oh my goodness. Yum. Are you happy with how this has turned out? I feel like I might need to sleep after this. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this Good Food podcast. If you'd like to listen to more of our podcasts, search Good Food wherever you listen to your podcasts. For more recipes and inspiration, go to goodfood.com or download our app.